Hello and welcome to 8 Wonders International Women's Day series in association with the Kent FA and My Club Pro. To celebrate and mark International Women's Day, we are speaking to 8 incredible individuals working in football.
And we're really fortunate now to be able to talk to Beth Tsangarides.
Beth, thank you so much for joining us. First things first, can you tell us a little bit about your current role within football?
Yeah, so my current role in football is the head of the Kent FA Youth Council. My role is to just ensure that all of our aims and values are shown in all the projects we do, and to make sure like our passion for diversity, inclusion is spread to the right people.
Brilliant. And what's the best thing about being head of youth council so far?
I'd say it's the opportunities that you get to do, and just by being in the youth council in general, it's opened up so many opportunities, and the pride that you get from people knowing about what you do and all the meetings you get to have, meetings with the board and stuff.
But can you tell us about a lesson that you've learned from your involvement in football?
I think football's taught me a lot about development in myself as well as a player. I've learned and developed in myself, in my confidence, in my social skills, and in all aspects of how to be a better person.
And obviously you've been involved in football a while now in different capacities. What's the biggest challenge been so far?
For me, I think the biggest challenge was when I first started, I felt the pressure. But then when I started working, I realised that football is such an amazing aspect of every way, and the environment around it is offered so many different opportunities, and I just struggled to find my voice at the first time. And I think once I got into the environment, you found that everyone's there for you and they're all a family, and so the challenge was completely gone by then.
That's so lovely to hear, and I'm nodding away to you there, because I think for a lot of people finding their voice and feeling comfortable working in football, it can be a challenge, and it's so nice to hear that you have and you're really flourishing. And on that note, I think it would be really interesting to know, what piece of advice would you give when it comes to being a woman working in football, volunteering in football, looking to carve out a career in the game?
Yeah, the best piece of advice I received was actually from someone else, and I think that I've kept that advice with me. I was in a workshop once and I spoke about my skin condition to a group of people, and how I usually just accept that I may not be able to do, and I usually just settle for things that I can't do. And a woman went to me, you shouldn't settle. If anything, you should show the strength that you have and pursue everything you want to do, and prove to people that your condition doesn't define you. And I think that piece of information stuck with me, and I use it now to promote more awareness. And also just to assume that not everyone, just because you're a woman, is out there for the stereotype that you're a girl, you can't play, and to not let that affect your game.
That's brilliant. And Beth, you truly are an inspiration to lots and lots of people, because as you said, you've gone head on with the different challenges that have faced your way. You set up an incredible TikTok account, which no doubt has inspired loads and loads of young women to get involved and have that confidence. But as it's International Women's Day and we're celebrating, who's the one person that you want to give a shout out for their help and support to you?
My mum, 100%. There have been times where I've said to her, I don't want to play anymore. I can't play anymore because of my conditions. And she's got to sit me down and be like, what do you enjoy? And I say football. And she'd be like, well, then you go and play football. You go and work and do what you're good at. So yeah, my mum, 100%. She's been in football all of her life. And, I just want to do her proud.
Oh, I love that. And I'm so glad we get to celebrate that on International Women's Day and throughout the month as well. Probably a tough question for you, given how passionate you clearly are about football. But can you describe working and being involved in football in 3 words?
Yeah, I think 3 words to describe it would be passion, adventure, and family, because you always feel like you're part of a family.
That's incredible. And obviously different roles, different capacities, different families, but we're very fortunate to have you as the head of youth council at Kent FA. So our final question to you is, what is the one tip that you would give another young person about wanting to work in football?
I think one tip I'd give would be yourself, because your voice will be heard, and use your voice in all aspects.
Well, there we go. That is an amazing, amazing piece of advice, Beth. Thank you so much for giving up your time to feature on this series with us. Best of luck with all the incredible things you're doing. I think Kent Football is in very safe hands with individuals like you leading and being a part of it.
Thank you.
Wow, for such a young woman, she's done so much already and really so impressed with what she wants to do in her future as well.
Definitely, and she's certainly leading the youth council at Kent FA with a lot of passion, as it came across in our interview there. We've got a number of these short videos where we're interviewing incredible women in Kent football. So if you've been interested in the one in Beth, make sure that you tune into the other ones that we've got.